Hello and welcome to Environmental Science with Mrs. Winslow. This is our textbook by Friedland and Relier, Environmental Science. It's kind of a pretty butterfly. I'm going to be going over each chapter on these kind of sticky note lectures that I will post for you for each module. We're just going to work our way through the book one module at a time, and I hope you find these useful. All right, starting on page 1. Page 1 we went over, it started with an introductory issue about fracking. This is really interesting because it is a very relevant subject. It's something that we'll be talking about in class quite a bit. It's important that we recognize that every environmental issue comes with trade-offs, and it's an inherent part of environmental issues. Also, we need to recognize that the popular press is not always reliable, so things you get in the news, not always reliable or objective. So this course is going to take a scientific, kind of objective approach. Hopefully you'll be able to evaluate the validity of things that you hear about. All right, starting with Module 1. Module 1 is going to go over the field of environmental science and how humans have altered the environment. So we'll be coming back to this checklist when we're done with the module. Okay, what I absolutely love about environmental science is that it's very interdisciplinary. So we're going to be going over a lot of biology and ecology to start off, and then toxicology, atmospheric science, chemistry, earth science, law, literature and writing, ethics, political and policy, and economics. It's very, very interdisciplinary, and that's what it's going to make it really, really fun. There's an important distinction here between environmental scientists and environmentalists. Often they do overlap, but it's important that we consider that they are two very different things. An environmental scientist is usually a researcher. They will always use the scientific method, and they're very objective. An environmentalist is an activist, a lobbyist, and is very political. They could overlap in areas about just simply caring for the environment and educating others, but that doesn't make them one or the other, so that's an important distinction. Okay, in environmental science, we'll be studying the interconnectedness of all systems, and this is really at the heart of all environmental issues. So you'll notice if we were to look at just one system that is within this codfish, that gives us some information, but then we can look at it larger and larger and larger, and we could even go even larger. We could look at the ocean floor, plate tectonics, heat exchange, pollutants, things like that, and all of these systems will interact with each other. Humans manipulate the systems in their environment more than any other species. So we'll be talking a lot about how humans interact and manipulate these systems. All right, these pictures here, this is Los Angeles in 1880, and this is Los Angeles today, or in 2013, so not quite today, but it clearly shows that our increased impact on the land, our increased population has increased our impact on the land. All right, that was easy. That's the end of Module 1. So did we go over the field of environmental science? Yes, and we'll continue to do that through the semester. There's so many different parts of it that we want to talk about. And did we talk about how humans have altered the environment? Check and check.